Hello and welcome to the webinar on Create Subscription Plans from ViewLift Tools platform. In this discussion, we will do a high-level overview of the monetization module, learn how to create an SVOD, TVOD, ad-based, and free subscription plans, learn about plan groups and how to apply multiple models and plans on individual videos. So we know that an OTT service is typically based on subscriptions, be it paid or ad-based. Subscription is an integral part of the entire framework. So ViewLift Tools has a rich feature set for monetization. So you can use creative ways to build your subscription strategy. Let me give a high-level overview of the key features of the monetization module. Here, if you see the monetization models tab is the default page view. So in the new workflow in V2, all types of subscriptions are created from Plans New tab. Unlike in the V1 version of ViewLift, they're both monetization model as well as plans all set in the monetization models tab. That said, for V2, you're still left with some configuration to do here. One, you must set a subscription model as the default service type, the same what you have configured in App CMS service section. And two is that you have to add all the monetizations that are enabled in your platform. Here are a few examples that you see in the screen. Anything additional that you want to configure aside from the initial setup. For example, if you want to add a new model, that is a separate implementation in order to make it work in the UI. So moving on to the plans tab. So this is a legacy plans page for partners that have migrated to the plans new tab. But this tab will continue to exist as a read-only service for V2 users. And users for V1 edition can use the plans tab to create SVOD plans. And the third tab is offers. So here you can create discount codes, redemption codes, coupons, and everything to help you get started with your acquisition or retention strategy. The next is upload. This is a custom implementation. Just to explain the upload feature here, let's say you are a sports OTT and you have a partnership with ticketing platforms like Ticketmaster, where fans can buy tickets to your sporting events. So this means that you can utilize this user data from Ticketmaster, put them in a CSV file and upload it here. This is a sure shot way to extend the fan relationship. From the tools point, you can think of creating a special SWOT plan and a prepaid offer for a certain period. The payment handler in this case will be Ticketmaster. And the next tab is coupon. So here you can check the validity of prepaid coupons. So it will tell you whether a coupon is valid or not. Moving on to the plans new tab. So this is where you create all kinds of subscriptions. What are the subscriptions? We will discuss in a while. Plans group in the traditional subscription model, when a user buys a paid plan, typically they get access to all SVOD content. The plan groups lets you experiment with customer segmentation, if you will. So a simple use case is imagine you have a dedicated SVOD plan for fishing content and you want to exclude this group from accessing other genres. So here is an example of how it works in tools. So click on the new plan group tab to open the plan groups page that you see here. So provide the name and description and then you can select the plans here. All the plans that you have created in the plans new tab will display here. Choose which plans you want to include in the plan group. Plans that are not included in the plan is not part of the plan group. And then you can attach this plan group in the video page. So now going back to the plans new tab, and this is the focus of our discussion today. This is the plans dashboard. You can see all the plans that you've created till date. You can sort this list alphabetically and use the search field to find a plan by the title or identifier. So now there is a new column added on all plans to capture the version history. When you click on the version history icon, a version history window opens, and so I have this in the PPT. So here, when you click on the changes icon, you will see all the JSON tags. So you can copy the tags into a word processor, do a comparison between the versions. This is a diff between version 30 and 31. Here you can see what has changed. The plan was initially invisible and now it's turned to visible. So now let's create an SVOD plan. To do this, click the new plan button and select SVOD. Just for demo, I will use a plan that's already created. Also, there are a few prerequisites you must know before creating an SWOT plan. So that is, make sure that you have the payment accounts, refunds, promo codes, payment gateway IDs, everything set up in the app CMS module. This we know is taken care during your first time setup. And in case, let's say you want to enable a new payment option later for a plan, reach out to tech support and we will help you. And the second thing is that you should create a view plans page in the app CMS. When you click on the SWOT button, you're presented with this form. I will explain these fields one by one. The title is where you can provide the plan name. Identifier is the plan ID. This will be seen by the app stores to identify a plan. Make sure that no two plans have the same identifier. But if you want to create a different flavor of the subscription for, let's say, a different plan price for Apple devices only, then you must create a separate SWOT plan for Apple devices. Description is a description of what the plan provides. Display order, sometimes you may want to show the annual plan first and then the monthly plan. You can define this here. Multiplier is the cycle of the billing period. So in this plan, as you can see, the multiplier is set as 1 and the billing frequency is yearly. So this means it's an annual billing cycle and the user will be billed once annually. Let's consider a different use case. You want to create a 3-month subscription plan, but in the billing frequency drop down, if you see, there's no option to create a quarterly plan. In that case, you can use the monthly as the option and set the multiplier as 3. The user will be billed every 3 months. Similarly, for a 7-day trial plan, set the billing frequency as daily and multiplier as 7. Manage acceptable offers. Click on this tab to open the offers window, then attach the relevant offers that you have created for this plan. So in the offer creation page also, there is a period type and multiplier. So let's say you set the period type as years and multiplier as 2 in the offers page and attach this offer to this plan. Then the users will get the offer for extended 2 years. I will cover this offer section in detail later. Here you can control the features that you would like to provide for a plan. So download, select this checkbox if you want to allow users to download videos. HD streaming, you can allow users to watch your content in better quality. Make sure that you also send your stream at 1080 pixels. Beaming is to allow screencasts to TV. Content consumption enabled. Select the platforms on which your app works. Simultaneous streams, this field is required. Here, the number that you set determines how many devices can play different content at any given time. Connected devices, you can set a limit here, as in how many devices can sign into your apps in a single account. Including ads, check this box if you want to show ads on your SVOD plans like monthly and annual. So this makes your content delivery a hybrid model where you are assigning 2 monetization models for a video. Remember, to implement ads on videos, you must still create an AVOD plan and attach the plan in the individual video page level in the content tab. In V1, you would know that this choice of both SVOD and AVOD is not available, and that means you cannot play ads on SVOD content. Logo of partner, so this is intended for TV type of subscription. So as TV is in beta, we will skip this field for now. But the idea is that you can integrate your apps with connected TV, such as Comcast, Hulu, Verizon, etc. So for such plans, you can provide the URL of the logo of the TV partner here, and that will display in your TV when users log in into your TVE platform. In the next step, it is to set up a country-wise subscription plan. So choose a country you want for which you are creating a plan. The cost per billing period is the subscription amount per billing period. So we discussed the billing period already. Redirect URL is V2 only. This is optional. So the use case is if you're creating a plan for some exclusive content and want to redirect users to a custom landing page and not the standard view plans page, you can provide the URL here. So under plan info title, this title will display in the UI. Description is a short description of the plan. Status, you can set a plan as visible or invisible. Select visible to surface this plan on the view plans page on the UI. Selecting invisible, the plan won't appear on the view plans page. For example, if you want to run a loyalty campaign with steep discounts, then you don't want to show this for everyone. So users can avail of the plan only when you share an offer code with the plan ID. Status is flexible for countries, as in you can make the plan visible for a country and invisible for the other. So payment methods allowed is specify the modes of payment you want to allow, optional, because the system will pick automatically based on the payment configuration you have set in the app CMS section. Carrier billing payment methods, this is optional too. If you have configured any mobile carrier as the billing type, then the payment info will be picked automatically from the app CMS. TIMBI terms and conditions and the points, heading, everything is optional. So TIMBI is a tech platform to facilitate mobile payments for mobile carriers. Hide plan price, this will hide the pricing info from plan's page. Payment countries allowed is users from countries specified here can only buy the plan. Allowed stream countries. So this explains itself. You can leave this field blank if you want users from all countries to see the view plans page and stream content tagged in this plan. Add feature is, so this lists the main features of the subscription in English as well as in localized languages in the plans page. So the default plan is, so you can set a specific country's subscription plan as default. So when a user from a country for which you have not created a local plan will see the default plan. A feature plan is optional. PayPal ID, if you have the PayPal ID, you can add them here. Strike through price is, you can put the original price here and click on display a strike through price to see the original price, and the actual price, which is above the cost for billing period, is the actual price. Introductory price optional. Number of days to be extended applies for the referendum plan. Call to action is the write up for the CTA button in the UI. It can be localized. Supported devices is where you want to make this plan available. For example, if you want to provide a special pricing for Apple users, then add only the Apple devices so that this subscription page appears only on Apple platforms. Add additional country tab is when you click on this, the same form will appear and you can add a similar plan for more countries. Schedule setup section, schedule a start time to make the plan live on your site. Check never to make the plan perpetual, ideal for regular monthly and yearly plans. You can use the end date, running special subscriptions and all. As the next step, save the plan and the plan will go live in the view plans page in the UI. So I will share a few examples here. This is a view plans page and displays the monthly and annual plans. So when you click on the select monthly, the view plans page redirects to the create account page. Select the plan. You can also use the drop down to if you want to switch the plan. So this is the CTA button example. So it appears in the masthead of a view plans page or even the home page. So now let's create a TVOD plan. So all the fields are the same as that of SVOD. What is different in TVOD is the pricing. So it works in two ways. Like you can sell a content for a lifetime access, that's TVOD one-time purchase. The second way is you can provide access to a content for a small rental fee for a limited period. For example, let's say ticketed events that are typically live streamed, or if you have some exclusive content and so on, you can rent that content. For purchase, you can provide a one-time cost. For rent, you must give a starting period and the rental period. And the rental period kicks in when the user opens the content. So here, if you see the starting period and the rental period are different. In this example highlighted, you can see the starting and the rental period are the same. The rest of the features are all the same, and you just have to click save to create the plan. Here is an example of a TVOD content. So if you want to sell a series and episodes as TVOD, the following rules may apply. So you can find this information in the Create a TVOD Plan article in the ViewLift user guide, and also some FAQs for TVOD. So to implement an AVOD subscription, there are specific prerequisites, like you must create VAST and VPaid ad tag URLs from ad servers like Google Ad Manager. SpotX is another platform that ViewLift supports. So once you have the ad URLs, add this in the advertising section and app CMS settings, or V2 users can directly paste the ad URLs in the Create AVOD Plan page. So here you can add the ad tag URLs. Click active to make the ad live on the site. Then select the supported devices that you want to add here and click save. So one thing to consider here is that from the UI side, Tools CMS side, only pre-roll ads are supported as of now. So if you want to schedule ad breaks in between a video, that is mid-roll and post-roll, we can implement this via our backend ad services. You just have to bring the ad URLs to us and we will help. Rest of the all the features are the same. Here in the feature settings, you can control where you want to show the ads. Like you can choose the type of users here, whether it's for logged in users, non-logged in, and whether you want to show this ad for subscribed users. So you'll have to fill out these fields. The title, identifier, and description fields, etc., is for internal use, but still required to fill them. You can configure a free plan in two ways: login required and email required. So the terms are pretty straightforward. So if you select login required, then users will have to create an account on your site. You can use a strategy if you want to capture more than the email address, say the user behavior, and you also provide ton of free content. Then you can force users to create an account with you, and select email required if you want the email address of a user before letting them watch. So in this implementation, ViewLift uses an API to capture the email IDs, but we don't store them. Instead, the data is passed to your engagement platforms such as MailChimp and CleverTap. And the third option is to leave both the features unchecked. Now click Save. You can now attach the free plan on videos in the content module. So when you attach the plan, make sure to also add the monetization model along with the plans. Also, you can take advantage of the hybrid model while applying models and plans on videos. Here is an example of a combination of free and SVOD. So the video content page that I've highlighted here uses a combination of free and SVOD. Similarly, in this example, it's free and SVOD too. For the attached models, the corresponding plans are also created and attached to the monetization models tab. Here is an example of SVOD plus TVOD. So for the TVOD model, the corresponding TVOD plan is 6RE. This is here is the TVOD plan for 6RE. This is how the plan combination works in the UI. You can see there are rent options, CTA, as well as the start free trial. So the rent options is surfaced from the TVOD plan page. So when you click on the more episode link, the episode list opens and you can see the episode 2 is a purchase plan. Going back to our TVOD rules, if a series is on SVOD model and plan, but one or more of its episode is on TVOD, then the SVOD subscribers will also have to purchase the TVOD episode separately. So let's say a live stream event just ended, which means the TVOD plan ends, and you want to showcase this content for SVOD and all users. So to do this, remove the TVOD plan and model from the video and add SVOD and AVOD and create an AVOD plan and add the ad tag URLs to the AVOD plan. So this, if you see, is a combination of SVOD and AVOD. With this, we have come to an end of this webinar. Thank you all for joining.